Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome inside the Preston Memorial Auditorium for an electric night of OWHL elite action. It's the first Tri-City Tango of the season as the Cambridge Rivulettes get set to host their crosstown rivals, the Waterloo Ravens. And a reminder, as always, that tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Face Heating and Cooling, proudly servicing the Kitchener-Waterloo region of Wellington County. Call 519-230-FACE to reach a face you can trust. That's 519-230-3223. Now buckle in. This matchup has all the makings of a classic. The Rivulettes enter the night riding a 4-game winning streak, sitting 6th in the standings at 21-9-1, just 1 point ahead of the Ravens, who come in at 21-10-0. With standings this tight and bragging rights on the line, every shift is going to matter. Cambridge has been rolling offensively, led by Rachel Burt, who continues to pace the team with 28 points on the year. Right behind her, Emerson Miller has been finding the back of the net often, just cracking double digits in goals last game. The Rivs attack has been deep, disciplined, and confident, and they'll look to keep that momentum going inside their own barn tonight. On the other side, the Waterloo Ravens come in determined to even the standings and spoil the Rivulettes' streak. Waterloo's lineup is known for its speed and structure, and with an knack for striking quickly in transition, something the Rivulettes are going to have to keep an eye on tonight. Expect a fast-paced first period and no shortage of physical play as both teams look to set the tone early. But tonight is about more than hockey. This evening marks the Rivulettes' annual Team Up for Mental Health Night in support of the Waterloo Region Suicide Prevention Council. It's a powerful reminder that teamwork extends beyond the ice, that supporting one another, checking in, and raising awareness are as vital as any battle in the corner. The Rivulettes organization and fans across the region proudly join in that mission today, and thank you for supporting all night long. So in just under a minute, as the players take their final warm-up laps and the crowd fills the stands here in Cambridge, get ready for a rivalry that never disappoints. The Rivulettes and the Ravens renewing the Tri-City Tango right here on Rivsnet Live.
At 4 number 14, number in support of Waterloo Ravens Suicide Prevention Council. Please turn your attention to center ice where we welcome Russell Singh, Executive Director of the WYSPC, along with her 2 sons, Lucas and Ryan. And with that, our patient partner again with the Waterloo Ravens Suicide Prevention Council. The WRSPC is a community-based nonprofit aiming to increase awareness of and engagement in suicide prevention within our community to ultimately reduce suicide and its impact. The WRSPC has been a role in help and healing in our community since 1997 and has helped reduce suicide and its impact through collaboration, education, training, building a sense of belonging. Thank you to Elisa who survived for being here tonight. Help move that to the Ravens team up to raise funds and awareness for this extremely important cause. At this time, we'd like to invite Burt from the Cambridge Rivulettes and Olivia Weiss from the Waterloo Ravens who set ice for the ceremonial face-off. Please stand for table and welcome.
Thank you, Kevin, as always, for a lovely introduction, starting for the visiting Waterloo Ravens. Number 4, Grace Collins. Number 11, Summer Ropp. Number 13, Madeline Davies. Number 14, Emma McCoubry. Number 91, Olivia Weiss. And in net for the Waterloo Ravens, number 39, Danica Averill. And starting for your Cambridge Rivulettes. On defense, number 18, Maren Broderick, playing alongside her teammate and former teammate with the Waterloo Ravens, number 27, Avery Randall, starting on forward for the Cambridge Rivulettes, number 5, Ella Neal, playing with number 16, Emerson Miller, number 26, Rachel Burt, and in goal for the Rivulettes, red hot in 2026, number 31, Addison Mitchell. Mentioned pregame, Cambridge and Waterloo head into tonight 6th and 7th in the standings, playing for a spot 6th after this evening. We're in for a good night of hockey here tonight, folks. Go Rivulettes. Play will begin in the Waterloo zone. Rachel Burt hard in on the forecheck. Ellen Neal right there with her. Burt down low, has Miller out front, tries to slide it to her out back, but that one's going to head out the back of the zone and all the way down the ice. Broderick rings it around, trying to clear the zone. It's taken away, but Miller takes it right back. Miller taken down from behind, losing an edge. You get the sense this is going to be a physical game early. Broderick off the boards, is played back in by the big Waterloo defense, Allison Gawley. Randall sending it in from the blue line, her shot blocked. And the Ravens fighting for it down low. D'Angelo and Stroman on the battle. Sharon picks it up off the sideboards. The Rivs try and play it down. The Ravens going to flip it out and get held up quickly. Golly plays it forward. Story steps away, but it's chipped in by Isla McCoubry. McCoubry out front. Tout finds the back of the net. It's 1-0 Waterloo. Early, just a minute 25 into this first period, and the Ravens take a lead. Not the way the Rivulettes wanted to start in front of the home crowd tonight. McCoubry getting the puck out, and Stout picking up the loose puck, firing it up over Mitchell to take a quick 1-0 lead. Hillick and the Carswells getting their first shift of the evening. They've been on fire since being paired together this season. As well as this evening. They're key to success every night for Cambridge. Kim wins the race in the puck. And outbreak the Rivs. Micah Carswell playing it in from the blue line. And the referee says she touched up offside. We'll have a face-off coming just outside the Waterloo zone. And a quick line change nonetheless for Cambridge. Full lineup for the Rivulettes tonight. You'll notice on right wing, number 19, Lacey Rivers making her return for the first time in the last 6 weeks. Rivers out with an upper body injury in the end of 2025 and through this first part here of 2026. Nice to see her back in the lineup. She'll be on limited minutes this evening as D'Angelo plays it forward. Stiles and Rivers in a 2-on-1. Stiles can't quite hang on. D'Angelo taking a beating at center ice, a collision. She'll head off and take a breather. Burt picks it up at the blue line. Taking it into the sideboards. Hard check from Collins. As the Ravens swarm Burt. Looks to come away with the puck. Burt fighting hard. Collins going to lose a glove. She'll head off for a change. As Kerr can't quite handle the puck, and it's taken in by Heffernan. McCoubry from the side. She stops, turns back, tries to play it back for Tout in the same spot she scored that first goal. Miller looks cross ice, flicks it for Neal. That one's taken off for a second. Back comes Addison Martin. Martin into the slot, shot off. Mitchell with a good pad save. Kim finds D'Angelo entering the zone. Sadie D'Angelo cutting in on goal. Taking it in. And a good pad save there from Averill. Her first action of the night as the net's knocked off. And a penalty coming here to Allison Golly. A little extracurricular. She takes down D'Angelo again. The officials trying to keep things in check early on. A 2-minute cross-checking penalty to Allison Golly. D'Angelo at the blue line. Plays it for Reed. Kim gives it back. That one's going to exit the zone, and the Rivulettes will have to regroup. Schron carrying it in on the left side. Has Strom trailing. D'Angelo creeping out front. Schron knocked off the puck, and Reed will keep it in at the blue line. Cross for D'Angelo. Sadie D'Angelo walks in. She shoots! Shoulder save from Averill. That one's going to bounce high into the corner. Reed at the blue line. Cross ice for Kim. Kim on the one-timer. That one's tipped, and the Ravens unable to clear the puck as D'Angelo gets there in time. D'Angelo leaves it for Reed. Reed with space. Shot off. That one's tipped, and it'll exit the zone. 50 seconds into this power play, the Ravens doing a good job clearing their territory. Micah Carswell carries it in. She'll flip it down low. Collins with a nifty little move in the corner, looking to carry out it. She does so, sends it all the way down the ice. And Mitchell's out of her net to play the puck. Hillick up over the blue line. Leaves it for Micah. Micah in for Hillick. Back to the point. Randall gives it back to Hillick. She'll give it right back. Randall shot. That one tipped on. Averill makes the pad save. Randall for Broderick on the one-timer. And Collins going to take that off the hand. That'll sting. But the Ravens able to clear the zone. Randall in a race back for the puck. Good job by Maya Slott to apply some pressure, but 12 seconds remaining in this Rivulette power play. And the Ravens doing a good job. Looks like the Rivulettes will just surrender on that one as we return to 5-on-5. A nice penalty kill from Waterloo early. Stiles up over the middle of the ice. She chips it down low and heads in for the forecheck. Puts it out front for Strome. Ristori walking in, shot off. Averill with the save in traffic. Strome shot off, and Averill gonna knock the net off once again. We've got another face-off coming inside the Waterloo zone. Ravens able to clear the puck, but it's picked up by the Rivulettes off the awkward bounce. Averill's stick gets stuck on the boards. Played down low, and Ristori in on the pinch. She takes a whack at it and misses the puck. The Ravens do much of the same. Emma McCoubry able to get a piece of it. Strome will just send it the length as the Rivulettes head off for a change. Kim quickly closes as Watke can't do anything with it. Rachel Burt creates the turnover. Averill out of her net, looking shaky on her feet. Reed gonna put that one up over the Waterloo bench. We'll have a face-off coming just outside the Cambridge end. 13:04 remaining in this first period. And folks, tonight the Cambridge Rivulettes are excited to welcome some special guests to the Preston Memorial Auditorium. Skating with the Rivs during warm-up, the Kitchener Lady Rangers, U11 AA, and joining the Waterloo Ravens, the Guelph Griffins, U13 AA. Also joining us in the stands for a pizza party courtesy of Domino's Pizza, the Cambridge Roadrunners U11A, Burlington Barracudas U13 BB, Guelph Griffins U13A, and the North York Storm U13B. Thanks to all our visiting teams for being part of tonight's game and for supporting girls hockey. Miller leaves it for D'Angelo. She gets held up entering the zone. And the Ravens quick to take the puck away as Broderick looks to push things forward. She'll carry it up over the red line and into the zone. Shot missing wide. Randall leaves it for Strome at center ice. Ava Stroman over the blue line. Offside waved off. Sharon just cycling it down low. D'Angelo in on the forecheck. Poking away at it. And the Rivulette's able to keep it in. Ristori on the left side. Out front for D'Angelo. That one tipped just over her stick. D'Angelo trying to power it down low. Sharon stops. D'Angelo jumps in the action. Being trailed by the much smaller McCoubry. Story shot blocked at the blue line. And the Ravens finally able to clear their zone. Kerr sending it in from the red line. Micah Carswell closes in quickly. Hillock walking around, shot off! Averill with the blocker save. Kim walking in, her shot unable to get through. Here come the Ravens. Addison Martin, the puck carrier. She can't quite connect with McCoubrey. Golly on the dump in. She just runs right through Quinn Carswell and then takes the feet out from under her. Officials must have blinked. And Kim will play that one forward. Reed's pass tipped all the way down the ice. Running on the boards by Rayfield. And the Rivulettes knock it back in. Near the halfway mark of this first period. 1-0 Waterloo off the early goal from Alexa Tout. Rivulettes 0 for 1 on the power play so far. Just the one penalty called this game as of now. Rivers looks for Burt cross ice. Can't quite find her. That one just past the outstretched reach of Rachel Burt. Rivulettes with a bit of time to set things up in their own end. Carrier carrying it out of the zone. The pass tipped. Australia will try the other side. Neal in over the right boards. And Neal going to get called for a hit on Collins. And she goes down in the corner. Boarding call coming here to Alan Neal, and the Rivulettes will find themselves on their first man disadvantage of the evening. Slot and Miller on the draw. And Miller wins it back cleanly. Burt able to finish the clearance. Head off for a change. Waterloo, a high-powered offense. Always dangerous on the man advantage. As Reed gets there first, she'll send it all the way down. And the Rivulettes will get a change. Davies hovering at the blue line. No relation. And walks slot. Strom with the active stick. Kept in by Tout. D'Angelo walking away at it. Able to knock it loose. Broderick there with her. Can't quite clear the zone. It's picked up by Weiss. Weiss shot off. Mitchell makes no mistake with the blocker. Back for Weiss. Cross ice Tout. Over for Slot. Slot shut off. Mitchell with the second save. A loose puck. The Ravens bring one off the bar. Madeline Davies. They're not done yet. Slot walking in. Empty net. Mitchell able to find the loose puck. Sprawling. D'Angelo gives it to her goalie, and Mitchell will cover up for a face-off in the Rivulet zone. A fantastic sequence from the Ravens, but unable to capitalize. 32 seconds remaining in the penalty to Neal. Collins at the blue line. And Carswell steps in the way as the puck trickles into the corner, and it's picked up by Ropp. Ropp trying to walk the perimeter. Hillock will step in the way. It's pulled out by McCoubrey. Quinn Carswell able to get a stick on it as the Ravens have to regroup. 8 seconds left in the penalty to Neal. Collins makes a move. Walks in. Shut off! Mitchell with the blocker save, and she will cover up. 1 second left on the penalty kill. face-off coming to Addison Mitchell's left. And a reminder, as always, that tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Face Heating and Cooling. Face, a face you can trust. Face-off won by Cambridge. Micah Carswell carries it up over the red line. Plays it for Stiles. Return to 5-on-5. Stiles gets a shot off. Favreau makes the glove save. And we'll have a face-off quickly in the Waterloo zone. Shot tipped up and over the bench yet again. And she's arguing it was tipped, but the linesman saw different. Heffernan called offside as she touches up. Another quick face-off. 7 minutes remaining in the first period here. Hockey night on Hamilton. Reed makes a move and leaves it for Miller in the middle of the ice. She looks forward. Finds Burt. Burt in on the left side. She gets taken down from behind. Hard into the boards. And a penalty coming to the Waterloo Ravens. Another boarding call coming, this time to Lauren Sauve. And the Rivulettes with their second power play of the first period. Coming at 6:44 remaining. Miller with the face-off win. Burt walking in on left. Shot off. Averill with the save. Another shot. That one high and wide. Ravens going to clear the zone as Randall controls it at her own blue line. Avery Randall in on the left. Makes a move. Takes it in on Averill. Averill with the pad. Burt up top. Plays it for Randall. She holds. Plays it for Broderick. Broderick's her shot. That one blocked. The Ravens able to clear the zone. And the Rivulettes will begin from their own end. Averill, a commanding presence in net. Head and shoulders above the crossbar. Tough to find an opening. Strong can't quite handle the entrance pass. And the Ravens, with a free pass, are able to send it down the ice. A loose puck out front. That one up over the head of Mitchell. Bad turnover from the Rivulettes in their own zone. It's a shorthanded scoring opportunity for the Ravens. D'Angelo takes it in on the left side. Shawn right there with her. And D'Angelo will pick it back up down low. For Reed at the blue line. Reed shot off. That one tipped wide. Kim trying to slide it out front. 20 seconds remaining in the Rivulet power play. Reed able to manage the clearance, but the Rivs still have to slow down. Bruce Reed getting tripped up at the blue line. Dirty little play according to the crowd. So we'll return to even strength. 5-on-5, another penalty kill from the Waterloo Ravens. Miller trying to poke it forward. Carswell up over the blue line. Tries to stop. Has it taken away. That one going to be sent down the ice. And Randall able to get back in time as icing waved off. 4:11 remaining in the first period. Quinn off the boards. She's got room. Plays across ice. Just can't quite get it all the way to Micah. And Micah takes it in now. Cross ice. Finds Styles. Styles sending it out front. Averill can't hang on. And the Ravens will give it right back. Randall lazy on the pass. Nearly has it taken away. But out come the Rivulettes. Rivers entering the zone. Tries to play it to the middle of the ice for Styles. And Averill will cover up on the loose puck with 3:30 remaining in this first period. Cambridge trailing 1-0. Styles, Rivers, Sharon, Carrier, and Ristori on the ice for Cambridge. And Isla McCoubry able to come away with the face-off win. Tout able to clear the zone. Styles back in time. And the takeaway and a hook coming here to the Waterloo Ravens. Styles getting a stick up in her hands. Draws the penalty. And heading to the box for hooking will be a number 8, Isla McCoubry. Another 2-minute Rivulet power play with just 3:11 remaining in this first period. Reed keeps it in at the blue line. Plays it across for Burt. Back for Reed. Down for Kim. Kim on the one-timer. Averill covers up. Nice puck movement from the Rivulettes. Miller, Neal, and Burt up front. Feel something special coming on. It's Miller time. The Ravens going to send it up over their own bench. And a face-off coming back down in Waterloo's zone. Good face-off win from the Ravens. Leads to no change. We'll retry. Miller with the face-off win. Reed across for Burt. Puck bounces on Burt. She'll give it back. Reed's pass tipped. Reed on the one-timer. It's taken into the boards by Collins as Miller pins her down low. Reed keeps it in. Across for Kim. Kim gives it back. Reed walking in. Shot off. That one blocked. The Ravens are going to send it to length. 50 seconds into this power play, Cambridge struggling to get pucks on net. Broderick and Randall on for the Rivulettes. Full change. Strom, Sharon, and D'Angelo up front. Strom up over the blue line. On the far boards, takes it down low. Hangs on and leaves it for Broderick. She'll give it back for Randall. Randall plays it for D'Angelo. She walks in. Shot off. That one going to miss wide. It's picked up by Broderick. Rivulettes controlling the perimeters. Randall shot off. That one hits a body out front. It'll be flipped out of the zone. And there we go. That's a reset. Broderick getting a stick on it. And the Ravens able to clear again. 20 seconds remaining in the Rivulet power play. 1:29 in the first period. Randall just sends one on goal. Averill able to make the pad save as D'Angelo's in a fight for the puck near the Waterloo bench. Good job killing it here. As Tout and D'Angelo get into a bit of a scrum after the whistle. Temper starting to flare early here in Cambridge. It appears we'll be getting coincidentals. Sadie D'Angelo and Kylie Rayfield both heading to the box for roughing. Cambridge still on the power play for 2 more seconds. And we'll return to 5-on-5. Story picks it up. Can't do much but send it into the far corner. Micah trying to leave it down low for Quinn. Micah fighting hard along the near boards. Quinn trying to cut to the middle of the ice. Across the 1 minute mark remaining in this first period, Carrier sends it in. Hillick tips it into the glove of Averill, and she'll hang on for a face-off inside the Waterloo zone. 45 seconds left in this first period. Quinn sends it across ice. Reed's pinch, unsuccessful. Micah able to get back in time. The Rivs clear the zone. Quinn with a nice little tip. Tron on the one-timer. Catches a rolling puck. That one misses wide. And too many men penalty coming to the Rivulettes near the end of this first period. This time is expiring. Cambridge going to go down 5-on-4. Sean high up, chasing. Gets a stick on it, but knocks it down onto a Raven tape. Cooper down low. Kim fighting hard. It's back to the blue line. 5 seconds remain. McCoubrey on the left side. Kim will pick it up, send it all the way down, and that'll do it for the first period here from Cambridge, folks. And a reminder, as always, that tonight's intermission is brought to you by Drains R Us Plumbing. Serving homes and businesses across the Kitchener-Waterloo region in Wellington County with fast and reliable service. Call 519-654-0007 for all your plumbing needs. That's 519-654-0007. We'll see you back here in 12, folks. Waterloo up 1-0. Welcome back to the second period action, folks. And a reminder, as always, that tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Face Heating and Cooling, proudly servicing Kitchener, Waterloo Region, and Wellington County. Call 519-230-FACE to reach a face you can trust. That's 519-230-3223. The Rivulettes head into the second period, trailing by one off an early goal from Alexa Tout. Cambridge will start this second period down a man after a too many men call came with just 20 seconds remaining. D'Angelo and Rayfield remain in the box for the time being after their coincidental roughing penalty. And the Rivulettes will be shorthanded for a minute 22. As Mitchell covers up on the dump in. And got our first face-off just 22 seconds into this second period. Slot's shot on. That one blocked by Miller, and she'll send it down the ice. Full change for the Rivulettes. Halfway through their penalty kill. Davies sending it in from the blue line. And Reese Reed's shot. Going to be up off the glass and out of the zone. Ravens chipping it down low. Reed will pick it up, ring it around the boards. And it's kept in by Collins. Grace Collins trying to walk in, and the Rivulettes with the takeaway. Styles with bumbling the puck. A shot on from the slot. And then Mitchell covers up for another faceoff. 21 seconds remain in this 5-on-4 as Rayfield and D'Angelo both exit the box and head to their respective benches. Neal, Strom, Randall, and Broderick on to finish off this penalty kill for the Rivulettes. But face-off won by Waterloo. Martin down low as Neal plays it up the boards. And across from McCoubrey. McCoubrey shot off up over the head of Mitchell. Randall hard on the puck down low as Rivers exits the box. Quinn Carswell jumps on into the action. Broderick playing it out of the zone. Collins back guarding Carswell. And she'll pick it up down low. Quinn banging away at it. Micah back for Quinn. And a loose puck. Hillick racing to get there. She'll get there just in time. Quinn has it down low. Micah below the goal line. Trying to get it out front for Hillick. Ristori's pinch unsuccessful, and out comes McCoubrey. McCoubrey in on the right. 2-on-1 with Carrier. Shut off! Addison Mitchell with the blocker save, and right back the other way comes Kendra Ristori. Ristori up over the blue line. Has Micah trailing. Ristori with the move. Out front for Quinn. Micah poking away at it. Puck finding its way behind the net. It's kept in by Ristori at the blue line. Micah going to send it cross ice and head off for a change. Miller in quickly. She gets there down low. Burt helping. Rayfield will hit it up high off the glass as Kim unable to keep it in, but able to avoid the fast break the other way. Stofson just going to play it in at the red line and head off for a change. As Kim finds Burt. Burt up over the blue line in. Shot off Rachel Burt into the chest of Alvaro. Miller taps away, and that one's going to miss just wide. Miller with the loose puck behind the net. Back for Reed. Kim at the blue line, and the play is blown down as the net's off. And my goodness, what a chance for the Rivulettes to tie it up. Miller on the doorstep. Couldn't quite squeak one past Alvaro. She kicks the net off for a breather. D'Angelo's pass out front. Reed walks in. He rips away at the open puck. D'Angelo picks it up. Kept in by Kim. Not for long as that one's chipped out. And the Ravens give it away. D'Angelo tries to poke it forward, but Ropp will play it back in. Strome kicks it up to her stick. And Sharon will send it the rest of the way. Averill out of her net. Only able to get a piece of it. As the Ravens flip it up and out. And icing waved off Avery Randall. Able to get there in time. Broderick, cross ice, trying to find Rivers. That one's going to hop over her stick, and icing will be called with a face-off coming back down to the Rivulettes' end. Folks, tonight's special game is in partner presented by Loft Wealth Management, helping individuals and families across our community plan for a secure financial future. Thank you to Loft Wealth Management for supporting the Cambridge Rivulettes and tonight's Team Up for Mental Health Night. Cambridge fighting to clear the zone. D'Angelo and Collins in a battle for the puck. And the Rivs with space to breathe now. Broderick will play it from the red line off the end boards, and the Rivulettes head for a full change. Rivers in on the forecheck. Carrier able to keep it in. Miller at the blue line stops. She'll take it out and try to reset. She's being chased by McCoubrey. And Rivers just unable, to get back on side as Miller steps up over the blue line. We'll have a face-off outside the Waterloo zone. Ravens able to clear the zone. Carrier stepping in the way, using her body to help with Story's chase for the puck. Styles getting a stick on it, poking it forward. Not enough. And Rivulettes will reset. The Story trying to clear the zone. Solve steps in the way. Story kicking it forward from the red line. And it's knocked right back. Cambridge looking sloppy. Miller up over the blue line. Sideboards for Rivers. Rivers trying to get it back for Miller. That one tipped past. Hillock able to keep it in at the blue line. Miller tries to get a stick on it. The Ravens able to clear the zone. Quinn gets there in time, keeps it in. It's kept in by Kim. Kim shot along the ice, heads just wide. Reed from the left side. She'll play it down low. Hillock can't quite knock it out of the air. And it's kept in by Kim. In for Hillock. Hillock trying to slide it for Kim, cutting in on net. Manny Kim from down low, flips it out front. Broderick picks up the loose puck. Her shot off, tip low. Averill turns it aside with the pad. Quinn circling, leaves it for Broderick. She tries to send it cross ice. Off the skates of Wathke. And the Rivulettes have to regroup in their own end. Randall gets tripped up exiting the zone. The stick caught up and Davies brings it in. Davies shut off. Up over the shoulder of Mitchell. It's 2-0 Waterloo. An unfortunate slip up there from Avery Randall leads to a break the other way. Madeline Davies squeaks one past Mitchell. It's 2-0 Ravens. That one off the back of Rop as the Ravens clear the zone. And Burt tries to play it forward. Her pass picked off. Miller will take it right back. Carrier. Tape to tape with Miller. Miller trying to doodle in. Neal picks up and leaves it for Ristori. Ristori shot off. That's going to be high and wide. Neal picks up the loose pack. Plays it down for Burt. Burt getting taken in hard to the boards. Another power play coming to the Rivulettes. A boarding call coming here to number 83, Allison Gawley, her second penalty of the game. .45 remaining in the second period. Rivulettes trail by 2 now. Off the goal from Davies. The Ravens going to play it down the ice. Cambridge's fourth power play of the game. Yet to convert. We'll look to change that here. Strom cross ice, finds Reed. Reed takes it in. Has Sharon with her. Leaves it for Sharon. Sharon fans on the one-timer. She gets tripped up. And the Ravens able to send it out. Watke able to get there first. Reed back fighting. Kim will help out, and the Rivulettes come away with possession. Strom flips it in from the blue line. Sharon and D'Angelo in down low. Played out. Broderick in the blue line. Across for Randall. Randall shot off. And that's going to miss just wide. D'Angelo picks up. Leaves it for Broderick. Broderick shot towards goal. Averill makes the save. Broderick can't quite hang on. And out comes Collins. Into the Rivulet zone. Mitchell makes the pad save. And Collins has it down low. Back for Sullivan at the blue line. She'll play it back in. 37 seconds remaining in the Rivulet power play. And Waterloo controlling the last minute and a half of play. Styles fumbling the puck, entering the zone. She'll poke it forward. And the Rivulettes have it down low. As that's kept in by Randall. Cross for Broderick. Broderick on the one-timer. Averill with the pad save. Burt from down low. Her shot off the side of the net. Broderick unable to knock it down, and the Rivulettes unable to convert on another power play as Randall gets taken down yet again. Story hustles back to pick up the loose puck down low. She gets taken down from behind. Waterloo out-muscling Cambridge so far. And it's showing. Gawley from the blue line. Her shot tipped. Mitchell on the pad save. Across the halfway mark of this game. As folks start to settle in, it's a packed house here tonight in Cambridge. Sold out crowd at 24,412 on the night. The largest attendance of the season so far here at the Preston Memorial Auditorium. Gawley from the blue line. Shot, block. They look forward for Quinn. She watches it head past her. And it'll be controlled by Gawley. Reed up off the boards for Quinn. Quinn picks it up cleanly. As it knocked off her stick. And gives it away. Madison Heffernan able to clear the pass. That one's going to head all the way down the ice. And as Kim gets back in time to touch up, we'll have an icing call with the faceoff coming all the way down to the Waterloo zone. Kim shot through. Averil's on the save. Miller on the doorstep, unable to tap it in. Neal with a good stick to knock the puck loose. Plays it down low for Miller. Miller being assaulted by Isla McCoubry in the corner. Able to pull it out. Miller back for Kim. Kim across for Broderick. Broderick's shot off a skate. Kim's shot fanned on, and Heffernan will begin the breakout. And that just going to send it in as the Ravens getting a much-needed change. Burt able to get a piece of it. She'll head off for a rest. And out come the Ravens. Davies up over the blue line. Reed back. Good stick lift from Reese Reed. As the Raven and Rivulette tangled up on the near boards. Cambridge up over the red line. Avery Randall, the puck carrier. She's taking it all the way. Shot over the head of Averill. Reed will flip it back down for D'Angela. Ravens able to clear the zone. Things getting chippy. Reed and Weiss fighting on the near boards. 6:30 remain in the second period. Cambridge still held scoreless, trailing by 2. Neal from down low, trying to get it out front. Ristori leaves the puck. That one's going to exit the zone. McCoubry sends it in deep. Carrier first to the puck. Ristori on the turnover, but she picks it back up. Ristori in a 3-on-2 with Rivers, Neal, and Stiles trailing. 4-on-2. Ristori leaves it. Sends it cross ice. Neal can't get a stick on him. Back the other way comes Waterloo. Things slowly halted as Sove brings it in. It's a 4-on-1 now on Kim. And shot up over the head of Addison Mitchell. Reed unable to clear the zone. Kim and Rivers can't connect. Quinn Carswell in on the forecheck. She gets there first. Good hustle from Quinn Carswell. This is down low. Quinn on the doorstep. Pillock with the shot. Averill makes the stick save. Reed's shot through. Tipped off the hand of Lauren Gustafson. And she's visibly shaken up. Reed unable to keep it in. Mitchell with the pad save. 1-on-1 and a penalty coming here to the Rivulettes. Away from the puck. Blatant interference call. Cambridge gonna head back down a man. As Hillock heads to the box. 2 minutes for interference. Martin back to the blue line. That one shot through. Mitchell makes the pad save, then another. Burt first to the puck. She gets taken in hard. Broderick there with her. Cambridge trying to poke it out, but the Ravens come away with it. And Randall, Burt, pardon me, gonna head to the box for a hard hit down low. Body checking call coming to Rachel Burt. 5-on-3, not what the Rivulettes need right now. Puck kept in by Weiss. She walks the line. Leaves it. Behind slot. And Neal able to clear the zone. 5-on-3 for the next minute 20. It's time to dig down deep. Weiss up over the blue line. Tries to take it in on goal. Reed gets a stick and knocks it loose. Davies. Cross ice for Slot. Slot shot. Maddie Kim steps in the way and Slot has it once again. Weiss gives it back to Slot. Slot fans on the shot. It's picked up by Davies. Weiss walking. Fans on it once again. Catching a sticky puck. 35 seconds remain in the 5-on-3. Mitchell with the toe save, and Cambridge just able to clear the zone. Collins now back in over the blue line. Reed steps in the way. Sharon hard back on the back check. Circling are the Ravens. Tout on the right side with the first goal in the evening. Leaves it for Slot. Slot shot through. Tout picks up the loose puck. Her shot tipped wide. Reed up off the glass. That one's going to exit the zone. And Hillock exiting the box. We've got a 5-on-4 for the next 26 seconds. Waterloo on a full change. Martin up over the red line. She loses it on a sticky puck. It's picked up by McCoubry. 2:34 remaining in the second period, brought to you by Face Heating and Cooling. Face, the face you can trust, as McCoubry's pass sent cross crease and cross ice at that. McCoubry leaves it low. And the net will be knocked off in the Rivulet zone. Drawing a face-off as we return to 5-on-5. Rachel Burt exiting the box. A good penalty kill from the Rivulettes to keep them in this thing late. Cambridge would love to find a way to get one past Averill. Near the end of the second period, try to cut the lead in half, heading to the third. Strom tips it forward. Averill able to swipe it out of her crease. Stiles hard on the puck. Strom all over the place, and a penalty coming to the Rivulettes. I believe, pardon me, to the Waterloo Ravens. An unsportsmanlike call coming to Lauren Sove for something she said. The ref did not like it. And the Rivulettes will head on a power play. Two-minute power play coming to Cambridge. 1:55 remaining in the second period. Rivulettes trailing by 2. Desperately looking for that first goal. Story for Stiles. Stiles down low. Back for Story. Story walking in. Across for Randall. Randall on the one-timer. That one along the ice. And Rivers gets it out. Back for Story. Story walking in. Plays it for Stiles. She'll give it back. Story along the ice. Rivers batting away at it. That one tipped off into the corner. And the puck sent all the way down the ice by the Ravens. Story going to start things off from behind the Rivulet goal. Randall up over the blue line. Makes one move. Quinn can't get a stick on it. Micah down low fighting with Quinn. Quinn picks it up. Back for Kim at the blue line. Has Reed to her left. Plays it down low. Quinn can't handle it. Kim able to keep it in. Kim circles. Walks in. Maddie Kim makes one move. Cuts to her forehand. Can't get a shot off. Reed from the ringette line. Shot unable to get through. Hillock. Shot blocked. Waterloo stepping in the lanes. Wreaking havoc on the Rivulettes all night long. Hillock on the far boards. 28 seconds remain. Mike out front. Quinn batting away at it. Carswell poking. Another loose puck with Reed at the blue line. 18 seconds remain. Reed down low for Micah. And as Averill slides cross crease, she knocks the net off once again. becoming a trend here. Net coming loose in the Waterloo zone. .4 seconds remaining in the second period. Cambridge trailing by 2. Can they make something happen? Back for Broderick. Cross ice for Ristori. She'll give it back. Broderick on the one-timer. That one tipped through by Miller, but Averill kicks it aside, and that'll do it for the second period. Broderick's shot into the glove of Averill. And we'll head to the second intermission, brought to you by Us Plumbing, serving homes and businesses across the Kitchener Waterloo region of Wellington County with fast and reliable service. Call 519-654-007 for all your plumbing needs. That's 519-654-0007. We'll see you back here in 12 for the third period. Welcome back to the third period, brought to you by Face Heating and Cooling, proudly servicing the Kitchener-Waterloo region of Wellington County. Call 519-230-FACE to reach a face you can trust. That's 519-230-3223. The Rivulettes trail by 2, heading into the third period here on Team Up for Mental Health Awareness Night in support of the Waterloo Region Suicide Prevention Council and the Rivulettes. Unable to get anything past Danica Averill thus far. Waterloo able to squeak one past in each period. Goal scored by Alexa Tout early on in the first. And then in the middle of that second period, Madeline Davies found the back of the net to make it a 2-goal game. Cambridge hungry for a goal early here, starting the period on a 5-second power play. Set to get things started for the third period. Face-off one all the way down to the Waterloo zone. And as we return to 5-on-5, McCoubry plays it forward, almost springing Tout fresh onto the ice. But the Raven forward can't hang on. And Cambridge clears the zone. Micah sending it deep. Hillock in a race for the puck. Icing waved off. Quinn has it down low. Out front, Micah in the crease, unable to get a stick on it. Reed can't poke it forward, but Micah plays it back down. A fight near the blue line between Reed and Tout. You can feel the Ravens just starting to get under the Rivulette's skin. Collins up over the blue line, tries to slide it to slot. And Kim gets a stick in the way, and Maddie Kim being held. Trying to cut up the left side. She'll play it back, and Reed will start from behind her net. And it's Burt. Plays it for Neal. Neal sliding it on goal. Averill, perfect so far. Neal send it all the way down. Quinn from the corner. Up top for Randall. Randall's shot misses wide. Stiles rings it back around the boards for Randall at the blue line. Cross for Broderick. She can't hang on. Neal will pick it up. And the Rivulettes send it in. Avery Randall sending it on goal as Averill drops the puck. Rivers able to get a stick on it and keep it in. Quinn getting taken in hard. Golly starting things forward. Is that puck sent in by Gustafsson? Kenner Ristori powers forward. She's got D'Angelo to her left. Rivers with her. Ristori will flip it in deep, and D'Angelo heads in to pick it up. D'Angelo. Space out front. Strom cutting in. D'Angelo's pass blocked. And Sean plays it back down low. That'll be sent out by McCoubry. And Mitchell looks to play it forward. That one just passed her on, but Strom picks it up on the right boards and pokes it in. And the puck flipped up and out of play. We'll have a face-off coming inside the Waterloo zone. 3 minutes into this third period. Folks, this is a reminder that we'll be with you Sunday, 12:40 p.m. from Stony Creek. The Rivulettes take on the Stony Creek Sabres for the second time this year. A shootout win in their first matchup here in Cambridge. 12:40 puck drop. We'll be with you live from Stony Creek. Check us out here on the Cambridge Rivulettes official YouTube channel all season long. For sure on that one through her feet. Kim shot blocked. Picks up the loose puck. Can't hang on. McCoubry try to clear it. Second effort. Better than the first. The slot has it in the Rivulet zone and just cycles it down low. Carswell leaves it. Puck exits the zone, but Waterloo quickly sends it back in. Cambridge trying to get into the physical battle. Being outworked by Waterloo all night long as Reed pokes it forward. Reed in on the left. Makes a move to the center. Carswell poking at it. Averill holds her post. Look, able to get a skate on it. And keep it in for a moment. And then the Ravens able to clear the zone. Quinn poking it back in, and the Rivulettes will touch up offside. Face-off coming outside the zone. Not sure if it was offside or if it hit the Ravens bench. But the face-off does appear to be outside the Waterloo blue line. 15:44 remaining. Rivulettes still trailing by 2. The time is now to find the back of the net as Randall sends it in from distance. Played out by Heffernan. And Randall quickly back to pick up the loose puck. Roger tripped up exiting the zone. And she'll send it the length for icing. The face-off coming back down to the Rivulet's end. Sove. Shot from the blue line, blocked by Micah Carswell. Quinn has it knocked off her stick. Good hustle back from Sove after the block. Randall on the giveaway. Drop of the shot off. Mitchell makes the blocker save. Drop. Back for Sove. Sove shot tipped low. And a high stick coming here to Waterloo. And someone got a stick on it way up high. Story up over the blue line. Going for a rush. She sends it into the middle of the ice. Neal picks it up off the boards. Down low. Miller kicks it towards goal. Story kicked it towards goal, pardon me, as Miller was taken down in front of the net. Burt plays it in with the Ravens. Able to clear the zone. Burt chipping it in from center ice. She'll head off for a change. The rest of the Rivs stay. Neal fighting down low. O'Neal. Cross ice. Kept in by Reed. Reed shot. Blocked. Waterloo doing a lot of that tonight as Ropp gets a skate on it. Davies makes a move. She gets taken down hard entering the zone. Shot off! Just up over the glove of Mitchell and over the net at that. And Stiles pokes it forward. Stiles trying to kick it to her stick. Getting held up. It's taken in by Micah Carswell. 1 to beat. Carswell gets stood up. Then the Ravens turn it back up ice. Setting it in deep as Tout as Mitchell just covers up. .22 remaining in this 2-goal game. Cambridge facing an uphill battle. Reed's shot. Tipped. Icing waved off. As Rivers able to get there. Micah stops. Has Stiles out front. Tries to play it for her off the side of the net. Back for Broderick. Broderick shot through. But wide. Cambridge has struggled to get shots through tonight. And on goal. Styles has it knocked away. Rivers. Didn't get a stick on it. And the Rivulettes struggling to get anything going. Rivers taking in from behind. Strom cutting in on net. Strom poking away at it. Averill able to keep this a 2-goal game. That one poked past Broderick. Randall in a race for the puck. She'll get a stick on it. And it's kept out. Tout hanging onto the stick of Avery Randall as D'Angelo chips it in. D'Angelo being held up by Martin. Watch for things to start getting physical here on the Cambridge end as frustrations rise. Golly able to poke it forward. Cambridge keeps it in. Ristori taking a stick to the stomach. But the Ravens send it down the ice. Carrier racing back, and she'll touch up for icing. Face-off coming down to the Waterloo zone. 11:45 remaining in this third period.
3-3-1, 7-9-9. The other way to take it, to the announcer's booth, playing the drive as quick as possible.
Carrier steps in the way of Walkie. Picked up and shot up over the net. Gustafson gets a shot off. D'Angelo now in on the left side. Picks up the loose puck. D'Angelo knocks a Raven into the back of the net. No. Late whistle coming as D'Angelo going to head to the box. Just an awkward spot and a body check coming to Sadie D'Angelo, and she is not happy with it. D'Angelo going to get called 2 minutes for body contact. Much to the chagrin of the Cambridge bench. 11:22 remaining. As D'Angelo thought she just cut off the angle to the puck down low. Ran her into the back of the net. The refs didn't like what they saw. Davies leaves it. Back for Davies. Davies from the slot. Shot off the skate of Hillick. Quinn whacks away at it. Reed playing a forearm on a Raven. Slot shot through. That finds the back of the net. 3-0 Waterloo. 10:51 remaining, and the Rivulettes are running out of time. Maya Slot with her first of the night makes this a 3-goal game. Cambridge going to need a near miracle to come back from this one. Heffernan chipping it in from the blue line. Randall trying to play it forward. Miller able to poke it out of the zone. Hasn't taken off her stick quickly. Rivulettes skating into one another as Broderick lays the hit, and she's going to head to the box. Just a good, clean body check for Maren Broderick. The problem is you're not allowed to do that in this league. She'll serve time. Just Just over half a period remaining. Cambridge trailing by 3 on the penalty kill for the next 2 minutes. And things starting to get out of hand for Cambridge as Story gets her hands up, and out come the Rivulettes. Micah and Stiles in on a 2-on-1. Micah for Stiles. She gets taken down on goal, and that's going to be a 4-on-4 penalty coming to the Waterloo Ravens. As Olivia Weiss going to head to the box. Tripping up Stiles, heading in on goal. A 2-minute hook coming to Olivia Weiss. The officials are going to have to find a way to keep this game in check. There's always heated rivalry. Pardon the subliminal plug. We'll go 4-on-4 for the next minute 35. McCoubrey circles back. And Story picks up the loose puck. Makes one move. Story trying to cut up on the right wing. Chips it in, gets leveled entering the zone. And the Rivulettes are going to head 4-on-3. Story taking one for the team. A body check coming to the Waterloo Ravens. Addison Martin with her first penalty of the game, the 8th for the Ravens. Opportunity for Cambridge here. Minute 7 on the 4-on-3 before making it a 5-on-3 for a little bit. Hillock won the face-off. Reed across for Quinn Carswell. Quinn walking in. Down low for Hillock. Back out for Quinn. That puck blocked. Reed up top. Fans on it. She'll steady things. Across for Hillock. Over for Reed. Reed fans. Hillock back for Reed. Reed walking in. Shot through. Averill makes the glove save and covers up for a face-off. 8:56 remaining in this third period. Brought to you by Face Heating and Cooling. Face. A face you can trust. D'Angelo with the face-off win. Randall leaves it. Story has it knocked off her stick out of the zone. 35 seconds remain in the penalty to Broderick. Story takes it in deep. Knocked off her stick. That one's going to be sent all the way out of the ice. Pardon me, out of the zone and down the ice. And Randall picks it up. And slow things down behind the net. Randall with room to skate in this 4-on-3. She'll carry it up. Randall taking it all the way. Shot through. Averill with the glove save. Can't hang on. And the Ravens send it back down. Broderick exiting the box. Rivulettes 5-on-3 for the next 17 seconds. Randall spots Burt. Leaves it. Reed walking in. One-timer. Misses wide. 5-on-4 now for 35 seconds. Carrier for Reed. Back for Burt. Burt walking in. Her shot tipped wide. Carrier finds it in the corner. Trying to get it out front. Neal back to the blue line. Reed across for Burt. Burt looks cross ice. Finds Carrier. She handles it. And her shot tipped up and over the glass. A little pushing and shoving in front of the Waterloo net with 12 seconds remaining in the 5-on-4. 7:32 left in this third period. Cambridge needing to find 3 goals if they want to extend the game. Miller getting tangled up down low. Neal pile driving a Raven to the ground. And the Rivulettes have it to the blue line. Reed Trying to slide it for Burt. That one's going to be tipped up off the roof, and the Ravens kill off the 5-on-3. Cambridge unable to get on the score sheet so far tonight. Just 7:17 left. Carswell tries to send it out front. Kim picks up the loose puck. Her backhand. Batted away. Quinn down low. Trying to get it out for Micah. Broderick swatting away at it. Ravens just playing keep away now with 7 minutes remaining. Up 3. Kim towards goal. Picked up by Quinn. She'll play it back to nobody. And a dangerous play here. Davies in a race for the puck, but the Rivulettes able to get back in time. Broderick. First one back. Micah Carswell breaks forward, tries to play it for Quinn. That one's off her skates. And the Rivulettes look to move forward. Quinn in over the blue line. Taking it in deep. But the Ravens quick to get back. Story wins the pinch. Styles sending it towards goal. The shot blocked. And as Mitchell gets pulled with 6 minutes remaining, the Rivulettes take a 6-on-5. Mitchell out of the net, presumably for the rest of the game. Sent out. Randall in a race for the puck. Gustafson will get there. She'll send it into the far corner. Burt taken in hard. Ristori can't pick it up. Strong jumping on the puck. Styles poking it forward now. And spectators starting to clear and head to the parking lot. Early submission from the Rivulettes faithful. 5 minutes remaining. Cambridge down 3. Goalie pulled. Reed makes one move. The Rivulettes bring it in. Sharon from the right side. The shot misses wide. Miller. Cross for Reed. Reed stops. Looks cross ice. Can't quite find Neal. It's picked up by Isla McCoubry. Her pass forward. This could do it. And the Ravens missed the net. Tout looking for her second. The slot misses the puck. And it's picked up by Emerson Miller. D'Angelo in over the blue line. Broderick on the puck. Plays it for Neal. Neal tries to chip it in. Broderick can't quite hang on. Miller from the slot. Leaves it for Micah. Micah. Sent towards goal. That one blocked. And Broderick plays it back in. Micah back for Broderick. It's down low. D'Angelo for Broderick. Broderick shot through. Averill with a blocker save through traffic. Kim sends it out front. Broderick from the slot again. And Miller poking away at it. The Ravens just hit the deck. And Rivulette taken down. That could be the nail in the coffin right there. A golden opportunity for Cambridge. They just can't find the puck.
They've been told.
Shot on, turned aside by the stick of Averill. Miller picks it up down low. Kim's got it at the blue line. Cross for Broderick. Broderick on the one-timer. That's a flutter ball. And Averill turns it into the corner. Broderick back. A shot through. Tipped on. And the Ravens going to send it up over the glass now to play with 3:15 remaining in this third period. Timeout is called by Cambridge, presumably drawing up a play and also letting their players know don't do anything silly. 3:15 left in a 3-goal game. Lots of season ahead of the Rivulettes. Currently in 6th place. If things end the way they're looking right now, they'll fall to 7th, just behind Waterloo. A good battle. We're just getting into the thick of things here now as the playoff race shapes up. On the face-off. Pulled away by D'Angelo. Randall doesn't get a shot off. And the Ravens able to clear the zone. Randall in a race for the puck. Story able to get there first. Story poking it forward. Running through Davies on the way. Miller controls it. Randall has it knocked off her stick, and that's going to do it, folks. 4-0 with 2:43 remaining. An empty net goal for the Waterloo Ravens. And it looks like Summer Ropp was able to get a piece of that puck. Might be time now that we look forward to Sunday's game. 12:40 from Stony Creek. Rivulettes take on the Stony Creek Sabres in the second game this weekend. Carrier at the line. As it knocked off her stick, Reed able to keep it in and then pulls it out. Rivulette's going to fall to 21-10-1 on the season. Reed about to get a penalty. She stepped in a little too physically. And Reed going to head to the box 2 minutes for cross-checking, which will do her in for the game. Frustration play there from Reese Reed. Understandably so. Scully's shot gets tipped wide. Slot takes it in. McCoubrey shot off. Mitchell. A good save up high. Broderick clearing the crease. Asserting her presence as an enforcer on this Cambridge roster. Tout hits the ice. Some bad blood between Broderick and the Waterloo Raven organization. Broderick's second year with the Rivulettes. Comes Slot. Tries to make a move on Kim. Broderick gets held up. Mitchell trying to jump on the puck. And Broderick clearing the crease. She'll head off for a change. 1 minute remaining in the third period. And the rest of this just a formality this evening. Hopefully the roads get a bit better by Sunday for a drive down to Stony Creek. Zavero gets a touch on the puck. Davies sending it in from the blue line. And their Story trying to clear the zone. It's kept in by Rayfield. But Hillock able to knock it out. 15 seconds remaining. Story will stop, circle back. And it looks like the Rivulettes just trying to kill the clock. As that one sent all the way. Carswell will touch up, and that'll do it for the first leg of the Tri-City Tango here from Cambridge, as the Waterloo Ravens come away with a 4-0 win, a demanding victory over the Rivulettes. But Cambridge looks forward to next Sunday, this Sunday, as they take on the Stony Creek Sabres. And folks, thank you as always to our video production technician, Aaron Petro. Thank you to a fill-in, Nav Sandu, and the graphics. I'm Ben Davies. Thank you as always for watching. We'll see you on Sunday, 12:40 p.m. Go Rivs.